Open Mic Radio. Take a load off, enjoy the show. This is Open Mic Radio.
All right. That's right. It's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. And 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon, you know what it means. It's time for Open Mic Radio. And we're going to get going with one from our featured guests today. If they're ready out there, we're going to get one right now from Bad Names. All right. Hey, Kurt, let's try to bring those mics in here. Actually, let's leave them out there because we're going to have another song, I think, before we bring the band in here. Anyway, hey, welcome to the program. It's Open Mic Radio, Saturday, the 24th of June, and I'm glad you're with us. Got a real fun show planned for you this afternoon, so hope you stick around. We do this most every Saturday afternoon, 4 to 6 p.m., live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan. I'm joined, as usual, by kind Kurt.
Hello, Arrow Rock.
Hello, my friend. Kurt provides the theme music and some valued camaraderie. I missed you last week, my brother.
I missed you, too.
We were both down at Lake Ozark for a little bit.
And I didn't miss you then.
We had a great time,
awesome,
actually.
yeah.
We had a couple days that kind of crossed over our trips, and we got to spend some time together. And the kids got to go tubing and boating and swimming and all kinds of fun stuff.
We should have done a live broadcast from there.
You know, one of these days... You know, it's funny. My dad told me years ago when anybody says, you know, one of these days, that's a kind way
right
of
now.
That's
that
a kind
is
way
the
of
day.
No, it's a kind way of saying it's never going to happen. Actually,
yeah.
So anyway, hopefully,
here we live for the moment.
That's right, we do. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So another lovely, if hot, summer weekend here in mid-Missouri. Summer solstice just a few days ago, so we're really in the heart of it now. Always a lot to do, though, in mid-Missouri, certainly here in Columbia over the weekend, so I hope you're finding ways to enjoy some of it. Friday night last night, always a lot happening downtown, and we'll open the phone lines. Actually, I should pull that over here. If you want to say hi or give us a scoop on something that you did last night or maybe something that's happening tonight that we may not know about, feel free. Give us a call, all right? If you just want to say hi, 443-8255, 443-7380. Either one of those numbers will get you right down here to us, okay? All right, I am looking forward to the show this afternoon. We've got members of the band Bad Names with us. Bad Names, awesome, all right? Actually, they're plugged in out in the Commons. We had to do a little bit of work around with technology, but you know we got it figured out, I think. And
we made a few adjustments here, so
yes, we're good at that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to chat with them. They're going to play some songs later in the show. I'm hoping for a visit from Andy Ream with the Hoot and Hollers. He plays the drums with them. A good friend of mine for many years. But anyway, Hoot and Hollers tonight playing down at the new Sentinel Park stage, along with our friends Brock and Shannon.
Yeah, Mercer and Johnson.
And Sammy DiAgostino.
Yeah.
Sam the Flame and the Habanero. Sam Flam and the Habaneros. What is it? Sam the Flame and the Habaneros.
Yep.
Anyway, real good music this afternoon. This afternoon.
If you make your way while you're listening to the show, you should get there right on time.
I mean, Sammy's playing right now. I think Sam was supposed to start at 4, and then Mercer and Johnson after Sam and his band, and then the Hoot and Hollers probably between 6 and 7. I'm thinking. So anyway, that's an exciting show. The Hoot and Hollers back in town. Always fun to have them performing here to a local hometown crowd. They'll be doing it this evening once again at Sentinel Park. That's the Arcade District, they're calling it. Anyway, yeah, I got Sticky here from Sticky's Cabana. We'll talk with him in a little bit. Kurt's here, of course. I was expecting Memphis and Clark. Haven't seen those guys, but anyway, whoever else might drop by, we'll say hi, okay? All right, good to have you with us. If you want to be a part of it, once again, the phone number is 443-8255, 443-7380. Otherwise, we're just going to have some fun and hear some great music like we do every week here on Open Mic Radio. Hey, Kurt, though, do me a favor. Hand the mic over to Peter. I want to say hi to Peter Rabbit, who's been doing one mic now for a few months, and I think he's pretty much getting ready to take it over for good. Am I speaking truth there, Pete, or not?
Well, we still got TK on the mic who shows up.
Is TK still?
Yeah,
he's still kind of. You guys sort of sharing it.
Yeah. However, our availability is, I expected to be more busy with some agricultural work, during the summer, but it's hot out, so
you bet it is.
I might as well stop by.
All right, so two things. I want to talk to you quickly about radio, how you got interested and involved here at KOPN, and then second, agriculture. We'll talk about that. But first of all, radio. So you've been doing one mic now for what, 6 months or so, or how long you been doing it with TK?
Yeah, officially a little less, but as it really began. Well, I'd come by just to hang out during the show.
So you guys are friends from back in the day or whatever?
As far back almost as the one mic has been on KOPN.
It's been a long time, actually.
It's been like 6 years, I think now. I think I've probably stopped by maybe 4 or 5 of those. But
all right.
During the pandemic, I started helping out with actual programming. Now, of course, we had to record all of it ahead of time, but
right.
So that got my interest in
and that's great experience. So too, you learn how to be a sound engineer, basically. How to do audio editing and all that stuff. It's cool. So holy cow, bud! Provoke the Colossus in the house. All right. Okay. So but interest in radio, obviously, you dig. Us radio people are a strange group. It's like some people just I just always wanted to do radio or something.
Sure. Yeah. No, through my connection with TK, and she's heavily involved with radio.
Yeah,
so
she does a show over KBIA as well, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And so maybe it was a little bit of FOMO or something, fear of missing out, that I was like, well, I could help out. She was having some... She's very busy, so
she's really got a schedule.
Timing to get here. We still want to keep the show going. So any way I can step up and help out with that has been a pleasure.
Well,
it's not just the effort; it's the enjoyment.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and I can tell you, as someone who I listen to KOPN all the time, some people come here and they do their shows and then they don't listen to the station. I mean, it's to each their own, right? But I listen. I'm one of the people that listens all the time, and I don't care what's on. I'm always interested, and I have to tell you, I enjoy your show, and you really. You're really developing a great on-air personality, and I just think you're doing a great job. So I appreciate you doing it. Keep doing it. What's your agricultural angle? Are you a student? You're not, I don't think.
No. It was what I studied, but sustainable agriculture.
Do you do it for work though? I mean, is it?
Yeah. It's my second, third, and fourth jobs. It's not the day job, but doesn't give the benefits, but it brings enjoyment and keeps me busy for sure.
Yeah.
Every time I work at a library for the university, and so I'm stuck inside all day, and I get to go home and go outside. I manage a small vineyard south of town.
Cool.
And I do garden work for independently contracted, basically, and I manage a community garden downtown.
Dude, you're keeping busy.
Yeah, it's a lot of weeds to pull.
That's right. Yeah, and the metaphor can be expanded for sure. So, all right. Well, hey, man, awesome to talk to you, Pete. And what do you got lined up next week? Just another good radio show?
Yeah, I'm hoping it'll be both of us, but we'll see what the schedule line.
Okay.
How we work it out. We want to get longtime host Jimmy Fitzmaurice back in here.
I've known Jimmy for years.
He's been pretty busy
back when he was doing freeform hip hop down at the Blue Feud 15 years ago or something. But I love Jimmy, and I sort of miss him. He was doing the 2 to 4 show, at least sharing it with you guys a little bit there for a while. But I know he's busy too. So
create the 3-headed monster.
I love it.
But we got all different voices, so we try to bring you everything.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate it. I'll see you next week, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right, cool. Check out Peter Rabbit. He does one mic from 2 o'clock until 4 Saturday afternoons, and that precedes this program every week. So check it out, okay? All right, so Bad Names in the house with us this afternoon. At some point, we'll try to do a rundown of some of the things that are happening around town tonight, tomorrow, later in the week. Lots to do to get out there. As I mentioned, Hoot and Hollers tonight, along with Mercer and Johnson. I think Sammy Flame and the Habaneros playing right now down there at the Sentinel Park stage. And
it's a hot show.
It's going to be great. Actually, yeah, it's hot. Pepper hot. All right. Once again, phone number is 443-8255. I'll say it one more time, 443-7380. Okay. All right. We are down at the new KOPN facilities, 401 Bernadette Drive. We love it. Awesome new space here. Lots of cool stuff.
I like the air conditioning here a lot better than the old space.
My girlfriend won't even let me turn the air conditioning on at home. It's crazy. I can't believe it. Anyway,
it's not mid-August yet.
Last week we had Allie and Alex and Ryan. You weren't here, but I had 3 of the 5 members of the Brink.
I wanted to be here.
And
I was on the
awesome.
Brink somewhere.
We had so much fun. Anyway, the Brink played a bunch of great songs. We even got to debut a new one.
And I love the debuts,
which is always fun. We love the debuts.
I love the debuts,
and we had a cool conversation with the band as well. All right, so check them out. The Brink. They had a great, an interesting summer already. They won that band contest and got to play in the summer camp festival. And anyway, just cool stuff happening for them. All right. Okay. Once again, big thanks to Peter Rabbit. One mic since 2 o'clock. Before that, Morgan, Motherland Jam. That happens from noon until 2. We got the board till 6 o'clock. Hang around afterwards for Rashumba. reggae party, baby. That's coming at you from 6 until 8. 8 o'clock, Chris takes the helm.
Start getting your dancing shoes on, man.
8 to 11, Blues on Broadway. Awesome, awesome stuff. Keep it dialed in here. KOPN round the clock, all right? Your imagination station, 89.5 on the dial. We are streaming on the web at KOPN.org. And I'm going to zip it here. Hey, Bad Names, you guys want to play another song before we talk?
Oh, yeah, we got another one on that.
Okay, we're going to play another one from, or they're going to play one for us. It's KOPN.org, MikeHagan.com. Today's show, Bad Names.
Bad Names.
We will get to know them a little bit better in a few minutes, but let's see if we can get another one out of them here, okay? We'll come back and talk with the band in just a minute, but yeah, one more from Bad Names. Here we go.
Last for so long. I wanna look you in your eyes, but the dinner plates have no food on it anymore. And it's the hardest thing when I wake up on your floor. Oh, will I be fine when I'm not young? Oh, will I be fine when I'm not young?
All right. Let's see if we can drag those guys in here. And Kurt, maybe we can get those microphones moved. Will you help me with that, Bubba?
I can do that.
Just I can probably help here in a second, but anyway, hi. You're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. Hey, Memphis Chris in the house. All right.
So is to drag him in as is.
Yeah, just drag him in as is, and we'll let the guys hold him, and then we'll drag him back out there when we want to.
Hello.
When we're going to use it. All right. There you go. That'll make it easier. So
headphones here, fellas.
Ooh,
all
headphones.
Right. Yeah.
Did we
we're
lose
fancy
the
enough.
bass?
Oh, you got the trick chair.
I was going to say.
And you don't need the headphones really,
Anyway,
unless we get a phone call.
So.
Oh, for sure.
Cool.
All right. So first, Hello. Thank you. Bad Names.
Yeah.
Hello, Mike. Thank you for having us.
Appreciate you guys coming down this afternoon. We're kind of swinging mics around and stuff, so I appreciate you kind of playing along. Now, we have a fourth member of the band, but we'll drag him in here in a second. But first, let's introduce ourselves. We got Ben Hinkebine here.
Ben Hinkebine, hello.
Hello, Ben. Good to see you again.
Very nice to see you.
You were actually down here a couple months ago.
Yeah.
In fact, that was the first time we met.
Mm-hmm.
Well, sort of, but
I mean,
it's
there's
been
a long story, yeah.
Right. But
long and sordid history.
In a long time.
Yeah.
And you actually performed down at the Earth Day Festival, I think, this past.
Yeah, we got to play shortly after the Brink, they were really great.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You had them on the show last week.
Yeah, they were here last
Shout
week. We had a great time. Sure.
But yeah, so we got to play a set, and that was one of our first sets in a long time, and so it was great to play out there, and I think the set went pretty well. It was pretty well received.
Yeah. All right. So next to Ben here, we've got Aaron.
Yeah, my name's Aaron Kalser, drummer.
Aaron, grab that mic and
a little bit closer like that.
There you go. That's much better. Yes. Thanks. All right. So last name, sorry, Aaron.
Kalser.
All right. Cool.
Yep.
Local guy or no?
Nope, from Kansas City, and moved here about 15 years ago, something like that.
All right.
So.
Okay. We'll get back to relationships, but let's keep moving down to
down.
the line here. So now we got Kyle.
Yep, I'm Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. How's it going?
I'm doing well.
And you're playing guitar?
Yes.
That's right.
Me and everyone else. Yeah.
You all right? We got three guitars. Of course, one of them was a bass guitar, but we'll move it on to the Mr. Bass player here. Who's this?
How's it going, guys?
Good.
I'm John.
John. What's your last name, John?
Marino.
Some people I don't want to tell you. They're like there are too many people that I just don't want them to know. So
it's personal.
All right, John Marino. Are you related to Dan Marino, the famous quarterback from the Miami Dolphins?
I'm not, but
No.
my middle name is Daniel, and my mom did
Wow.
want to name me Daniel.
That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so Bad Names. A little bit about the background of the band. How'd you guys come together and all that?
Well, so we've known each other for a while, but we got together in 2019 and started playing. We started writing. So we had an idea for an originals project, and we were thinking that it was going to be sort of a departure from the stuff that I had been playing for a while, like the funk and soul and things that I had been doing a lot of. And it's kind of gone in a different and interesting direction.
Yeah. How tell me the progression of like how you guys know each other. Like, did it all come together at once, or did like you and Aaron know each other first, and you said, okay, let's put something, and then you joined?
No, actually, Kyle put us all together.
So Kyle is sort of the founder of the band, or something.
Founder. I remember we were at Roots and Blues, and Kyle pulled us together, and he's like, "This is the band."
Ha!
Yeah.
I didn't even have a drum set yet.
It was after dark at Roots and Blues, and it was dusty, and it was just like one of those moments.
Hey,
Kyle had never even heard me play drums.
Uh-huh.
He just knew I played, and I had sold my drum set.
No,
And he's like, "This is the band, man."
You're like, dude, I got to buy another drum set?
So I went out and bought a new drum set.
Yeah,
and
after you
then-
sold your bottle of Pappy's.
Yeah, I had a bottle of 20-year-old Pappy Van Winkle that I sold to pay for my drum set.
Well, that's an expensive bottle of whiskey.
It was.
I know that. I know that much. Yeah.
But
a
yeah,
lot of bourbon fans out there probably thinking like, "Oh my God, why do you do that?"
What a fool!
No, I think it was a good move. You can always buy another
It's
bottle of
fun.
whiskey. Yeah.
this is true. Absolutely. Yeah, hopefully eventually it'll pay out enough where you can actually buy one.
I've never actually drank Pappy Van Winkle. I've been told how great it is, but I'm a bourbon. I like a good bourbon, but like anything, I have a hard time thinking that it's that much better than my Woodford or whatever.
Right,
I'm sure it's good, but
Coming from a guy that used to drink a lot of bourbon, it's fine.
it's that much better, right?
No, it's just fine for
Yeah.
the price. It's not.
Well,
Right.
it's the price of a Gretsch drum
hot
set.
take
though.
from Dan Marino.
Wow,
Yeah.
you actually bought a Gretsch. That's a nice set of drums.
Yeah, I got the cymbals and all that stuff together, so I was just
Very,
like,
very cool.
But Kyle had never even heard us play. Like he never like jammed. We never did anything.
He just somehow
He's just
knew.
like, "You got to buy a drum set. And we're going to start a band, and that's it."
It was really kind of like a Tenacious D moment.
I
Yeah.
love it. I love it. That's cool. And that was just a few years back, right?
Yeah, 2019, we all got into the same room for the first time and started jamming. John had come back not too long before from New York. He was in Mary and the Giant before he left
Sure.
Columbia.
I know Justin. I forget Justin's last name, but
Mayfield.
Justin Mayfield. Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a long, long time. I think he moved out west or something. But
I don't think
Yep.
anyone's heard from him in quite some time.
He's an interesting character, old Justin. There, you know.
Yeah,
But
we actually just got back together again with the original lineup before Justin was a member, and are getting ready to release an album.
great.
But Kyle and I had played together in a couple of different projects.
And that's a St. Louis project, by the way, right? The Mary and the Giant, or
No, that was based
That
here.
was Columbia.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And that was actually Mary and the Giant all met here, and we actually all met Kyle. And Kyle and I lived together briefly.
It's in like
when
2009.
Yeah, 2009, I think. But that was also how I had met Ben as well. Was playing gigs at like open mic nights and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, the old
2010,
Tin Can days.
2011.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Can you remember?
Yeah, back around the corner from Shakespeare's back there, right?
Yeah.
When Shakespeare's
It's Las Margaritas now, I think.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, thank goodness that somebody was able to keep a business open there, right?
The Tin Can. That place was. Oh man, talk about sketch, right?
That was sketchy.
All the cops hung out there too. Every cop I knew would hang out at the Tin Can at night.
Well,
Yeah.
we were out on the patio playing music a lot of the time, and so
Yeah.
But
So
yeah.
the three of us have known each other for some time. I moved away for about 6 years, showed back up around 2019, and now we're practicing in my basement.
Wow.
we sort of
Pulled Aaron in.
we requisitioned John's basement for the purpose of our rehearsal space.
And are you all local guys now? Y'all live
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
close enough where it's easy to practice and stuff. How often do you practice?
usually Tuesdays.
Tuesday nights.
Once a week.
Yeah.
All right. What's happening with the band? You guys have gigs coming up? What's going on this summer?
We've got a gig coming up at
Is it A-frame?
Social room?
Social Room.
Social room.
Social Room, July 16th.
And then-
we're playing with a couple of buddies of ours. It's a Sunday night. I think the doors are at 8.
That's great to hear. The Social Room is going to do some live music again. I that was a great stage and really cool place for live music. And then they ended up doing mostly DJ stuff after a while. And I get it. It was a money thing for Jesse and all that.
Pack
But
some people in.
yeah, but that's great to hear that. And then I know you're also playing at the Le Bourgeois concert series. I think in August. Is that not
Have we said that?
I think we're on the schedule.
August 22nd? I'm sure you're on it because
right.
I checked, and I was thinking that it's a Sunday, and I was thinking that the Saturday before maybe you guys could come back and we could do another radio show maybe because I'm unhappy with my technology setup today. Even though it sounds pretty good, but it's not the way I wanted
do
to
my best, Mike.
not the way that I wanted to do it.
Hey, I mean,
right? We'll blame it on Kurt.
we have heard from people listening, and they've said that it sounds pretty good. So you know,
All right. Well, I want to play some more music, but we got time for a few more sort of probing questions here. So, songwriting. I think you told me, Ben, that you had 9 or 10 songs that you had original songs that you guys were planning on playing today. Tell me a little bit about how you guys do put songs together.
yeah. Well, so sometimes, you know, I come up with a lot of the words because I'm the one who's singing them, but it's a really collaborative process because we've been playing together and rehearsing together so long now. Because of the pandemic, we kept rehearsing. After we took a little hiatus and then we got back to rehearsing, but we've basically kind of worked out all the kinks in our interpersonal, you know, band dynamics so that we're able to.
Which is a big deal.
It is.
I don't
yeah.
think people realize how hard. That's what I mean. Pardon me, but yes, please.
No, yeah, and it's truly like, I mean, they make movies about this kind of stuff, you know, and
Well, you think a relationship with one other person is hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have a
Yeah, and then it's a marriage
right?
with, you know,
now you got
several other people.
3, 2-3 more people involved, and it's a serious relationship. I mean, if you're taking the music seriously, and if you're trying to make your art, you know, bring the level up, you guys have to be pretty tight, and you come to hit heads once in a while or whatever. But
Well,
you certainly learn a lot about each other.
And what I love about this band is that there's no, feelings don't get hurt. So if Kyle comes in with something and I was like, well, we got to change that. It's like a wedding cake. Kyle comes in with a basic riff, then John and I will get there, and then Ben comes on top, and all the ingredients are right there, and it just stacks and stacks and stacks, and it just gets better and better and better. But nobody's ever hurt about changing. Kyle will come in with an idea,
almost fully fleshed out,
and
Yeah.
it'll be a completely different song by the end of the night.
I was going to ask how much they change
and
after
it
you guys kind of
changes,
work on them.
and-
So.
Yeah.
I usually come in with an idea, and it's typically overcomplicated, and I just vomit it all up in these guys' face, and they just
It's
Clean it up.
We sit there, we take it, we pat him on the back, and say he's a good boy.
You're doing
Hey,
you're
hey.
doing-
Thank you for vomiting all over us.
Well
and
done, sir.
and then they just rip it apart.
Yeah, well,
That's
and
great.
and what's nice is that like we did when we were first starting to rehearse, we did have some blow-ups every once in a while, and it was but it's something that we were able to work through, which is really nice because I think that at least from my perspective, I think this is the best music that I've played in Colombia, and I've been playing in Colombia for like 15 years, and this I've played a lot of great shows, but with this band and writing these songs because of the collaborative process, we are really creating something that's I think bigger than the sum of our parts.
Well, that's the goal, I think, and yeah, I think you guys you're making great music. I can tell you that much. You sound great, and the recorded stuff that you've done. You've got a few singles that have been released. I know they're out there on Spotify. I don't know where else, but certainly probably on most of those
They got,
platforms. But Not Young, which I think we just heard, fantastic. It's a great song, and it's well performed, and it's really well produced. The one that's recorded that's available online. Where do you do recording and stuff like that?
So the tracks that are up online, well, one of them was a live take from a show where we had a recording straight from the board, which was pretty nice.
Oh, take a look, yeah.
Yeah, we had a version of that, and that was what we released first, just to get everything kind of set up. But we recorded those two other tracks at Pete Skolka's studio. Shout out to Pete, and he mixed them for us.
I'm wearing my Crawdaddy t-shirt, by the way.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. Pete's the legend.
Yeah, he's he's an incredible musician, but a great producer too, and he's got a great studio.
And now he's got a degree in jazz pedagogy, so I mean, like he can teach. The man is an excellent teacher.
Yeah. All right. Very cool. Okay.
But yeah, so he's mixed those for us, and then we got him mastered elsewhere. He doesn't do mastering, So if you're thinking about booking with him, he'll mix for you, but find somebody who'll master
to finish it up for you. For sure.
But yeah, and so then we recently kind of upgraded our rehearsal space with a new board that lets us record direct to the board from everything that we've got mic'd. So we've got, Aaron's drum is all mic'd up, and everybody's amps are mic'd, and so we're able to get tracked recordings that we were able to split apart and use in Logic or Pro Tools, whatever you're
right.
You're
really tweak that stuff too.
Right, and so what we're thinking about doing for the 9 songs that we're going to play for you today is we're going to try and release an EP later this year, and we're going to record it in the rehearsal space, and it'll be like from the butcher's basement because Jono is an excellent butcher.
Used to be. I'm a little out of practice. But.
Well,
you mean like legit butcher?
Yeah, like actual,
that was
he was
butcher.
that was what he was doing up in New York.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I got a friend who runs the meat department over at Schnucks, and he can
That's a good friend to
cut up a
have.
cow for
That's
you
a
or
very
whatever.
good
Oh yeah.
That's a good friend to have.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Kyle's been gracious enough to, after we get done with practices and everything like that, we'll just go through and mix the recordings that we take, so we get to listen back through, kind of edit ourselves, come up with different ideas.
Oh, that's great. You can all sort of think on it for a little bit.
Right, and then
let
hopefully
it
we go
marinate.
back through and just really dig in and actually sit down and spend a couple of days just recording some of the tracks. And then in the future, either going back with Pete, or if we find out a way to do it ourselves, we might also go that route. But we plan on putting out a handful of singles and then also recording either an EP or a full length within the end of the year.
All right. Okay.
Well, and these songs that we're playing, most of them, the ones that aren't up on Spotify, have only been played out once. I'm pretty sure, right? Like
Once or twice.
we played them at
They're all brand new songs.
They're all brand new songs, and so we've got the 2 singles that are out, but everything else that we're playing besides those 2 is fresh,
Very cool.
very fresh.
All right. Well, I got more to talk about, but let's have you guys maybe get back out there and set up for a second, and leave the mics just for a second, because I'm going to talk to Bud and I'm going to talk to Sticky for a few minutes, and take your time getting set up out there, and we'll have some more music from Bad Names here in just a few minutes. All right, everyone. All right, you listen to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM, and we are streaming on the web at kopn.org. And a pleasure to have you with us this afternoon. Hope things are going well for you out there, and things are going good for us here. So, Mr. Bud McDonald, good to see you, my friend. What's happening?
Not much. How's it been going, man?
Well,
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time. We had Provoke the Colossus on with us. It's been a few months, I guess, and actually had some really fun video that we made that we got from that show too. But what's happening with you? What's happening with the band?
We're going to be opening for Paul Bear at Rose Music Hall this coming Thursday.
Right on.
And I was going to meet my inventory team over at the Witches and Wizards arcade, so I thought I'd pop in and say hi.
So Witches and Wizards, that's the That's down there in the new arcade
Yeah.
district or whatever. And that's the place where you pay $10 or whatever to get in.
Yeah.
You can play all the video games you want.
I haven't got to try it yet, but
It's a great concept. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And it's old school stuff, too. You can play like
Oh, for sure.
Asteroids, Centipede, all the stuff that all the young guys now, they don't even know what we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm ready to go on that.
Yeah, right on.
But yeah,
All right, so God, that's a cool. That's a great gig opening for Paul Bear.
Yes, yeah, we just reached out, and Paul Bear, I guess, approved us, so I'm excited for that.
I am too. I'm excited for you guys. That's this Thursday.
Yeah, the 29th.
All right, check that out. June 29th, down at Rose Music Hall. Provoke the Colossus.
Yeah.
Rocking out with Paul Bear. Is there anybody else on the bill or just the two?
Yeah, it's going to be another.
There's usually
local,
a couple more.
Yeah, it's going to be us, Paul Bear, and another local band, Hang Your Hate.
Hang Your Hate,
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
familiar.
They've been blowing up quite a bit lately.
Yeah. All right. Well, good for you, man. What else happened? The band's still, as it were, same members of the band and everything?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're, I don't think. Ava's going to be stepping down here next month, but we're finishing up. We've got like 2 or 3 bass tracks for her to record, and we're going to be putting out that first EP.
Okay.
So
you looking for a new bass player?
We will be. I think we're going to hold off for a little bit.
Not getting ahead of yourself.
Yeah. We're not going to jump ahead or anything. But yeah, she's moving down to Joplin, and it's got something to do with wildlife or something like that. Some kind of new stuff. Her and John Nichols.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her husband or boyfriend?
I don't know what they describe it as. But yeah, they're together.
Significant other.
Yes.
Yeah, something
there
like that.
it is.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Right. All right. Well, right on. Cool. You should talk with Sticky here. And
I think we were going to have a show together, what was it, last year, the year before sometime? And
Yeah, for sure. We were going to have a show together, like you said, last year, and then we ended up getting shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, but like the phoenix risen from the flames. So I will say hello to Sticky from Sticky's Cabana.
How we doing today?
How you doing, my friend?
Oh man, I'm here. I'm living. I woke up on the right side of the daisies. It's all good.
Yeah, and you brought me a nice little jar of cinnamon hooch, and
spicy water.
I appreciate that. Yeah. So thank you for that. So all right. So what's the latest down at Sticky's?
So first show gonna be July 1st. Up at Skull Splitter Distillery.
Right, and if for people who aren't familiar, Sticky's Cabana has made, I guess, a business arrangement with Skull Splitter Distillery, and you got a venue now for live music.
Yeah, we said screw Boone County, went to Randolph.
All right.
Yeah.
So where is the actual location? Kurt, you can grab that mic too.
9603 State Highway B up here inside Higbee. It's actually about 35 feet outside of Higbee city limits.
Okay, and Higbee's
just
north?
Yeah.
Just a little bit north. What, half an hour? Not even?
Yeah. About a half hour.
About half an hour, no.
25 minutes.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah. First show, July 1st, going to be Mooncaller opening for Grimstalker, both bands out of Kansas City, Kansas.
Rock and roll bands. I feel
metal.
Metal.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What's the venue like as far as like how much room you got? What's it like to? I mean, do you even know like how you're going to set up shows yet?
We're working on that. we're working on that for sure. But no, inside we've got about 250, 300 person capacity on the interior. Exterior, once we decide to build a stage on the outside, we can have up to 1,500 plus people.
Very nice. Wow.
Nice.
Man. Okay.
Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
All right. So once again, the first show is coming up next weekend.
Yeah, July 1st.
That's a week from today.
Yeah, we're going to do 2 shows a month up there.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a little different for us. We had 8 shows a month.
When are the gates? Gates open?
So the gates on this one open at 6.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And you
show at 7?
Yeah.
All right.
Ticket prices?
$5 a piece.
Oh, wow.
That's
fair.
cheap.
Yeah. In fact, that's what it costs tonight at the Arcade District. If you want to go see Mercer and Johnson and the Hoonhauers, $5 tonight down at the Arcade District. That's going to be a great show.
I'd say 95% of our shows are $5 to get in.
Really good.
Make it simple, make it easy for people to get into, go out and enjoy music.
Right. Now, is there food or refreshments or anything there?
So for this show, actually, Skull Splitter is going to be cooking hot dogs, hamburgers, and stuff. Kind of keep it a 4th of July-ish style.
Cool. Yeah, a little barbecue thing.
Yeah, a little something like that. Second show that we actually have a food vendor coming in, Sid Snacks. He's at a Holt Summit. So he's coming in.
So you can do like food truck type of thing. Yeah, that's a great idea.
That's sweet.
And we have food trucks
shows that do that.
Yeah, we have food trucks booked for the rest of the season already.
Very cool.
Yeah. So yeah, we're good. We're looking forward to it.
Awesome.
Right on. All right. Well, good stuff. Good stuff happening at Sticky's Cabana. Good stuff happening for Provoke the Colossus. You guys need to get together and put a show together, maybe?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure.
I mean, they certainly fit the bill out there.
Yeah,
so.
like I said,
they're tear it up.
Well, they were going to play with us last year.
That's right. You already had something set up.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then,
Well, yeah, that's all right. That's all right. We, bumps in the road, and we just work our way through, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. All right, both of you. Thank you for coming and say hi. And
thanks for having us on.
Yeah, have a great show on Thursday. I'm gonna try to make it down there actually.
Oh, awesome.
That'll be a hell of a show.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a fun time.
Right on. Okay, so Kurt, let's see if we can drag those mics out there, and we'll get the band to play another one for us here. Okay. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, and you're listening to KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at kopn.org. My friends, the Bad Names, are here with us this afternoon, and we're going to have them play some music for us here in a minute. Let me mention that the website is kopn.org, and for my website, it's Mike Hagan, MikeHagan, MikeHagan.com. And the reason I mention that is I keep all the archives there, and if you want to get the podcast, or if you missed a show and you want to download it or send it to somebody, you can do it there from MikeHagan.com. Just click on the big Open Mic Radio button. And the podcast is cool because then you won't miss any of the shows. All right? Okay, so I think that Kurt is getting us set up out there. Are we pretty much good, Kurt?
I think we're good, man.
Think we're good? All right, Bad Names. We're going to get a couple songs from them. We'll come back top of the hour and do a little update about what's happening around town tonight, and then we're going to let Bad Names play a bunch of music for us here at the top of the hour as well. Okay. That's all I have to say for now. KOPN.org, 89.5 FM. Anytime you guys are ready, let's do it. This is Bad Names on KOPN Columbia, Open Mic Radio.
Come as you are, babe, and come if you will. I lost my direction. William Street Hill. You wanted a lover, I wanted a name. We've always got questions. They're never the same. And I'll ask you about the things you left me outside the room. Let's get you leave me. Leave me looking for an answer. Tell me why would you ever leave? I can't God would be like mine. It's just a broken glass. Now you're gone, and I walked away, and I find myself just staring in a mirror, just looking for direction, not getting any clearer, just a faded old reflection of my broken heart. And now that you felt the need, you left me outside your room. You when I see you in my phone. Let me be your one and only. Heart may die and heart may break, but we won't make the same mistake. I only want what's best for you. I hope that what you wanted for me too. I felt the need. You left me outside your room. You woke up all night. Did you leave? You leave me. You leave me looking for an answer. Tell me why would you ever leave? I cannot believe it's just a broken path. And these things never last. So I think I'll stay.
Yeah. You guys want to do another one?
Sure.
Yeah, we can do another one.
Do another one, and then we'll take a little break, all right?
Sounds good to me.
What's up next, boys? Let's do Saints.
Saints?
Saints.
Oh, goodness.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one is really new.
It's KOPN Columbia.
Called Saints.
Open Mic Radio. Bad names.
This is a live debut. We haven't played this one out yet. I had a light, the light was dimming. I had a dream that lived inside. I had a heart, the heart was breaking. I had a dream that you had died. Over and 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 over. All you saints and sinners, all you saints and sinners. Everyone's forbidden, everything's forbidden, everything's forbidden. All you saints and sinners, but you are forgiven, but you are forgiven. Oh, but you are forgiven, but you are forgiven. Was icy. I had a dream that lingered on. I had a mind for taking. I had a dream, but now it's gone. Over and 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 over. All you saints and sinners. All you saints say broken. I have a dream that you have tried over and 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 over. All you saints and sinners, all you saints and sinners, everyone's forgiven, everyone's forgiven, but everything's forgiven, everything's forgiven. But you are forgiven, but you are forgiven, all forgiven, but you are forgiven, but you are forgiven, but you are forgiven, but you are forgiven, you are forgiven, you are forgiven, you are forgiven.
Yeah,
Wow, heck yeah.
that's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir.
All you saints and sinners. I love it. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Bad names. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
What are those bad names again?
We're going to ask them.
Can we?
All right. We've got Ben, we got Kyle, we got John, we got Aaron. All four
Several four-letter names.
of the bad names with us this afternoon on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Thrilled to have you with us this afternoon. Everyone, hope you're doing well out there. Great evening for live music.
Hello.
And wow, that was like a total Ed McMahon right there. That was like the great Ed McMahon.
You are correct, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
Kurt, speaking of live music around town, let's do that for a few minutes. And
Well, we got Meredith Shaw finishing up at Cooper's right now, Cooper's
Okay.
Landing, and the Daves are going on from 6 to 9, I believe.
yeah, our buddies the Daves be playing tonight, 6 to 9. They'll be here next
Daves.
week, by the way.
Yeah. And then, of course, we've been promoting the show at Serendipity Park with
So-
the Hoot and Hollers.
Not
and
serendipity, ding dong. It's Sentinel.
Yeah, that's what I said, Spontaneity Park.
Right. All right, Kurt.
Yeah, that's a Hoot and Hollers, but they're preceded by Mercer and Johnson.
Yeah.
Brought to you by...
This is Blake Gardner. And the Farmers. And you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN 89.5 FM.
See, gotta do that for you, Kurt.
I love it.
Chris, you're too late, baby. You missed the Blake Gardner and the Farmers bumper.
Farmers.
Got to do the bumper for Kurt.
That was Blake Farmer and the Gardeners.
Blake Farmer and the Gardeners. We've said that before. He didn't appreciate that really.
Oh,
Actually.
really?
No. Blake's like, no, it's all.
He
about
doesn't have a green thumb.
Yeah, I think it's well.
All right, well.
Okay.
Nothing we can talk about on the air, at least.
What's happening? We know we've got a show.
The Dive Bar, man.
Okay, what's
The
happening?
Dive
at
Bar
Dive
night. We got the Edibles.
The Edibles tonight.
Yep.
That's a band I'm not familiar with.
I think their lead singer is Can of Bliss, and then the guitar player Mushroom.
Well, we got to get them on the program. Hey, I just got a note from Jeff Bassenson. He's a friend who's involved with the jazz scene here in town. So June 29th, Thursday, the same night that Provoke the Colossus is playing at Rose, if you want to see some jazz down at the Mission in Jeff City, the Jazz Jam is happening, okay? That'll be 7:30 or so. Music starts, all right?
Tomorrow night?
No, it's Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah, that's at the Mission down in Jeff City.
All right.
And that's a jazz sort of jam.
Yep.
Right? Anyway, the Jazz Festival is coming up in September, and we should probably get Jeff to come on the air with us for a little bit before then and talk about some of the things that are happening at the festival. But anyway, hey, Jeff, appreciate the info, and I'll be in touch with you. Cool. About the festival coming up. But anyway, yeah, Thursday at the Mission.
Well, and then we can't. We have to mention what's going on at Twisted Pickles.
The
Twisted Pickles has
Twisted
Cricket
Pickles.
Alley tonight.
Who's Cricket Alley?
8
Again,
o'clock.
another band we're not familiar with.
Another
or
band.
I'm not.
Well, but we should be. Actually, it's 9 p.m. tonight.
Oh, all right. Late show at the Twisted Pickle, or Twisted Pickles.
Yes, there's more than
There's
one. Apparently,
twisted one. Yeah. All right.
Depends on what time you get there, Mike.
All right, so Meredith Shaw right now at Cooper's. The Daves later at Cooper's. We know what's happening down at the Arcade District. Really cool stuff. Hoot and Hollers later. Mercer and Johnson probably getting going right about now, I'm thinking. Yep. And Sam Flame and the Habaneros probably wrapping things up about now as well. So all good friends of the program, actually. And so really hoping for a fun show tonight down there. In fact,
and then at Rose we got Daniel Donato's Cosmic Country.
Cosmic Country with Daniel Donato.
There's a lot of good music tonight.
He's a talented dude.
Yeah,
really cool stuff. I think Seth
it's going to be hard to figure out what to do.
Yeah,
where to go.
Well, I'm going to go down and see the Hoot and Hollers just because I haven't seen them in a long time, and I think there'll be a bunch of family down there, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
you know. So anyway, we'll do
That'll
that.
Be a good time.
And
so that's what's going on.
What else? What's happening at Pierpont? I know you told me there was something happening at Pierpont store.
Did I not mention the Pierpont?
I don't think so.
I thought I just did.
This is Love Seats, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN, Columbia.
I love it, Love Seats. They were great down at.
Oh man, at the Cannabis Festival.
Yeah, at the Cannabis Festival.
They're excellent.
That was yep. It's always put on a good show. Now we got Brian Copeland down at Pierpont General Store.
Oh,
see him a little bit. That's 6 to 8. See him for a little bit, and then head on down and see the Daves.
And the Blue Note. I think there's
another country.
Clear Country Nights. Jacob Gapsch and Stonehouse. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Jacob Gapsch. It's hard to say. Gapsch.
There you go.
Okay, so
and then of course there's always a party going on at your house.
Yeah, for sure.
I've tried to kind of keep it on the down low, but I got to tell you, even though you're not there half the time, I have a good time.
You guys really took advantage of it when I wasn't there. All right, we are top of the hour now. KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM, just about 5 o'clock, maybe a minute or so afterwards. Appreciate you joining us this afternoon. Hope you're having a good time and an enjoyable weekend on this hot summer solstice weekend, I guess. Close enough. Solstice was a few days ago, but
days are getting shorter now.
Now they are. They're getting shorter, and so is our time here on the air. So let's get the band ready to roll. Why don't you get those mics back out
some more
there?
Bad Names?
Bad Names. Let's do it. I want to ask them why they chose that name also in a minute. But
you want another song, or you want to?
No, we're going to let them play. But
we're going to let them play for a while.
Actually, have Kyle or Ben come in here. Hey, Kyle, will you come here for a second? So once again.
Right when you were in the zone, too, man. I could see you were
man.
totally ready.
So
yeah, and then leave it to Mike. Yeah.
Okay, so I just wanted to make sure we've got a good 30 minutes or so, or now, if you guys would like to just kind of open it up a little bit and just enjoy yourselves.
We've got a bunch of songs on deck for you.
Okay, you need to keep one for our closeout when we close the show.
We have one. Okay, we have one tucked in the back pocket.
All right, keep that one in the back pocket till then. Until then, okay, go out there and we'll do it up. We've got Bad Names in the studio with us this afternoon. They're playing awesome music for us. We're going to let them kind of set it loose for 30 minutes or so. And before that, I will tell you that. KOPN thanks our listener sponsors and the Columbia Missourian for support of this program. Whether in print or online, the Columbia Missourian has been a source for news about local and state government, college and prep sports, and university affairs since 1908. More information available at columbiamissourian.com. I got to make Kurt start reading these. That's going to be part of your...
You know I can't.
You'll mess it up so bad. I know.
God.
Yeah. Anyway,
make it into some kind of lesson or something.
We appreciate the support of all of our sponsors out there, okay? It's KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. I'm thrilled to have Bad Names with us this afternoon in the studio, and they're plugged in out there in the Commons, rocking and rolling, and we're going to let them do their thing for a good bit here.
Hit it, folks.
Anytime you guys are ready, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Welcome to your life. it does.
You're listening to 89.5 FM, KOPN Radio.
KOPN.
This is Bad Names.
Cover KOPN.
Where do you go when your love gets lonely? Where will we be when we're getting gone? Where do you go when your heart is open, full of empty stone? Full of empty stone, full of empty stone, full of empty stone. It's weighing down your soul.
KOPN Columbia, Open Mic Radio, rocking and rolling with Bad Names. They're going to keep it going.
What's next, boys? Let's do substitute.
Substitute, I like it.
Aaron,
It's alright, man.
just keep your eyes up.
We all keep our eyes up. Eyes up, eyes up. Plug the band a little bit, Benny, while I get myself tuned.
Oh yeah, so Bad Names from Columbia, Missouri.
Pretend like we know what we're doing.
Yeah, we got, Ben Cabana on vocals, John Marino on bass guitar, Kyle Dworsky on the electric guitar with the big old pedal board. We got Eric Calcett on the drums. Yours truly, Ben Hinklebein, once again on the mic. And Bad Names. Couldn't think of any good ones, obviously. This next song is called Substitute. I never see you anymore. Maybe you're not really seeing me. I left my baggage at your door. That's not fair to you, it's plain to see. Well, I hold my pride. There is no substitute for your truth. It's inside. Won't you open up your eyes? It's been a long, long episode, and you've been carrying a heavy load. I've been laying here in ecstasy. This next hit is gonna murder me. I hold my pride. There is no substitute for your truth. Inside, won't you open up your eyes? Oh yeah, that felt pretty good.
I like it.
How you guys feel? So it's 5:20.
Yeah, you got a couple more.
You got a couple more, yeah.
All right.
Let's do a couple more.
You guys wanna play Heroes? How do you feel about Heroes? Oh, let's do. Have we not done Sands of Time?
Oh,
Let's do Sands of Time.
Yeah.
Let's do Sands. Let's play all of them. Let's do Sands. Let's be bad. Let's do Sands.
Bad Names on KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. It's Open Mic Radio. How about one more and then we'll come back in the studio?
It's pretty warm. Are we ready to come back in the studio?
You guys want to do one more?
Uno más. This is the last one? We're going to have an outro song too.
Yeah.
Which is in the back pocket. We talked about this.
All right. One more coming up on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. It's Bad Names, and there's one in the back pocket for a few minutes from now, okay? Stick around. Ross Shumba and a reggae party coming at you from 6 until 8. And, yeah, enjoy the rest of the night, okay? Great music out there this evening in Columbia.
This one goes out to everyone who loves anyone. just for one day.
All right. Let's bring those gentlemen back in here. Kurt, what do you think?
You know what? Rearrange some microphones.
Yeah, grab those mics and we'll do it. Okay, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. About 5:30 or so on this lovely, hot June 24th afternoon. Hope things are good for you out there in Radio Land. And we're enjoying ourselves this afternoon down here at the station with a wonderful band from Columbia called Bad Names. And we'll get Ben and the gang back in here.
Which you're going to list right now.
Cool in the gang.
All of the bad names.
The bad names that we can't say on the radio. And you know, I'm really ready to mount a lawsuit against the FCC. Actually,
I think there's more than 7 at this point, isn't there?
No, in fact, there should be 0 because I mean there are 7 that are sort of official, none of which I can say now, But my argument is that, wow, see, the shoe just dropped, or whatever they say.
My goodness.
Check that for bugs.
So if you are a podcaster or an internet broadcaster, right, you are not bound by FCC regulations. If you notice, Joe Rogan can say whatever he likes on his program.
This is true.
Right? He can say any words that he chooses, and so can his guests. Okay?
Yes, they absolutely can.
Right. So I argue that the FCC is completely outdated and not. In fact, it's a violation of my ability to market my radio program, actually, because I can't use certain language that other people can. And
Does that make it an FCC violation?
Well, it's an FCC violation if I say anything like that. But my point is that I'm just sick of the. I think it's ridiculous. I don't like the FCC to begin with, and I don't like the fact that they can hold radio stations under their thumb and charge them huge, outrageous fines,
like the Rolling Stones.
If somebody makes a mistake on the air, which I've done before, and so have many of my peers, you know, it's just language. Sometimes you get and swear words in the right context, in the right at the right time, in the right place are effective, and that's why they don't want you to use them.
Yep,
that's the primary reason why they don't want us doing that.
Well, I censored one of our songs.
Correct, sir.
I censored one of our songs for the radio because I drop an F-bomb in one of our songs, and you know.
How dare you?
Listen, I'm gonna say bad words. The band is called Bad Names.
Right,
that's true.
Okay, it's literally the only swear that we have in any of the songs either. So you know.
Hey, John, if you want to grab that mic, you're welcome to. This one that's here.
I was going to let Aaron.
Or let Aaron do it. Okay, so by the way, Bad Names. So where did the name of the band come from?
We literally couldn't think of any good ones. We tried.
It's a dad joke, and it's a bad joke, but also it's the truth because we tried to come up with a bunch of different names, and I mean, if anybody who's ever tried to name a band, it's not the easiest thing, you know, and especially if you've been rehearsing for so long, and then the sound has evolved over the period of time that you guys have been playing together. And so we were trying to figure out, like, all right, we're going to start trying to play gigs out again. Like, what are we going to call ourselves? And we went through a couple of different ideas, but Bad Names, it had some kind of, you know, it had a je ne sais quoi or something.
Yeah,
what I said was these are all horrible names. These are bad names. Oh, that's it.
Boom, there it is.
Synchronicity.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
there's a park named after that.
Okay, I would like to. There's also a record by the Police named that.
Nice.
Roxanne. Synchronicity. I'm thinking.
Synchronicity Park tonight.
Yeah.
Right?
Kurt. Any word that begins with S is what he calls the park. Synchronicity or Sentimentality Park, whatever. Anyway, Sentinel Park tonight. Hoot and Hollers. Mercer Johnson probably right in the middle of it right now, and Sam Flame and the Habaneros started things off at 4:00 this afternoon. That's Sammy D'Agostino. I don't know if you know Sam.
Oh, I know Sam.
I'm sure you do.
I know Sam real well. Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's a great band name for the record.
That is funny.
Sam Flame and the Habaneros.
Ryan, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia 89.5.
Sorry, I can't help it. I can't help myself. I got to do that once in a while just for he always gives me a hard time because I never play any bumpers. By the way, I'm gonna have you guys do a bumper for me if you would. Maybe now's a good time to say this is Bad Names and you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN, whatever.
Handsome Dan.
Hey guys, this is Bad Names and you're listening to 89.5 KOPN.
That's pretty good.
It was good.
I'm gonna do better than that.
I want to hear Aaron try it.
No way.
Yeah, come on, give it a shot.
No.
Talking to the microphone here.
Yeah, give us
use your
sensual
podcast
one.
voice.
This is KOPN. You're listening to Aaron Nuts. Wow, that's like the creepy midnight.
It's like the Midnight Storm.
The Midnight Storm, right?
You're listening to KOPN Radio Nights with Bad Names.
Yo.
See, that's why drummers don't talk.
Is it me or is it getting warmer in here?
Drummers are not allowed to be.
You are sweating profusely.
I am sweating profusely, and I'm wearing a tank top.
I'm just a caveman.
Okay. Hey, all right. So we're getting a little bit tight on time. So the gearhead section, I have just a number of listeners of the program that always want to hear about guitar setups and what kind of pedals you use and what kind of kick drum you got or what kind of pedal you use on your kick drum. Anyway, quickly, a little bit about your guitar setup. And Kyle, you got a pretty interesting. You got a killer like pedal board there.
I built a little spaceship. It came down to.
I love it's very flashy. I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of lights and stuff. No, I think
shiny.
Exactly. At the heart of it, it kind of came down to I wanted to do that crazy wet dry rig that some of the bigger bands do, but I can't carry around 2 amps. That's just a lot of extra material.
Right.
So I went ahead and my amp is a deluxe reverb, which is just I love it. I've played it for 12 years.
Tasty tubes.
It is tasty
That's
tubes.
A Fender?
Yep. Fender Deluxe Reverb.
We're playing all Fender. Fender, if you're listening, we would love some stuff.
That'd be great.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I'm running that, and then I have a Line 6, the HX Stomp, which I'm kind of doing that split thing. I'm running a sim, so half of my signal is going to one of the IRs, like a digital amp modulator, and it's kind of splitting off into both. So I kind of get the wet out of one and the dry out of the other, and I'm getting real nerdy
Chlorophyll,
with it.
more like borophyll.
I'm telling you that. Yeah, this is great. I get it. And what kind of guitar are you playing?
I'm playing right now. I'm playing a Squier. It's one of the Jazz Masters. It's the J Mascis signature. I really dig it. It's stock.
It looks great.
It's cool.
Yeah. It looks like it's fun to play.
Yeah, it is, and it's cheap as fuck. I mean,
hey, FCC,
sorry.
How about that? What do you think about that?
Jeez,
right?
Kyle, first time on the radio, and he's already getting in the FCC's business.
Sorry, guys.
All right, so now
Bad Names Nights.
Now, Ben, you're playing like an Epiphone Les Paul though, or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it was a gift from a dear friend of mine, Dan Deathrow, who has maybe the best last name of anyone I've ever met.
No kidding, man.
And he as I was he was moving and he was trying to downsize some stuff, and he gave me a brilliant old like early '60s Japanese tube amp it's very small wattage and sounds incredible. It tried
Those
to burn
Japanese. I got to figure it out.
It tried to burn my house down. But no, the amp did. It was a dry rotted cable. Got the cable fixed.
Yes.
And the Epiphone Les Paul is it's incredible, and it's got such great tone, and it really gives me some good sustain with those humbuckers, which is good for the song that we are going to play as our outro song, which we've been keeping in the aforementioned back pocket.
The aforementioned back pocket.
That's a man who's been on the radio before. That subtle plug was solid, Benny.
It's a callback.
It's good.
It's a callback.
It's a callback.
All right, so but you're pretty much straight into your amp, or do you have a foot pedal set up? Or
so I grew up playing acoustic instruments, and I have attempted at different times to dabble into the world of the electronic. Changing your sound in your guitar, and really I want some Fender tubes, and I want a nice reverb.
Just get it where you like it and keep it there.
Just get it cranked, and let it get hot. And let that tone start breaking up.
All right,
and that's what I'm looking for.
All right, John, real quick, what's your bass setup?
So I'm actually playing. This is the second time that I've played this bass. I actually got it off of Craigslist 3 weeks ago.
Nice. Now you can find some deals. You just got to be paying attention.
It's a $200 Ibanez, and it has both P-bass and jazz bass pickups in it, both active. I am absolutely in love with it. Typically, I play a Fender that's also a combo that has a jazz neck on it and that has a P bass and a jazz pickup in it. And these guys have been on me to buy a new guitar because I've had that one since 2007.
It's beginning to disintegrate.
And it's actually falling apart.
Tell them about the screw. Like you use like a screwdriver to tune your.
Yeah, I lost a tuning peg on one of the on the headstock, and I've been using
I
either
love
a
it.
quarter or a flathead screwdriver to tune it for the last probably year and a half.
Hey, you know what?
I think you got to up that number, son.
But so I'm
works,
playing
it
this
works.
Ibanez now, and then I'm about to buy a Fender short scale that I'm really looking forward to playing.
All right. You know, you guys, we didn't, time is what it is, but I normally I like to talk a little bit about background, like your musical background, like, where'd you learn and how'd you learn and all that stuff, but we don't really have time for it. So we'll do it the next time when you guys come back, because there's plenty more to do when you come back. But Aaron, a little bit about the drum kit, because the drummers always say, "Hey man, drummers have
Let's get to the most important part
have
here,
tech
guys.
stuff too, right?"
Yeah,
I want to know
because
about your pedals is the most important thing for me, because I'm an aspiring drummer. I'm not very good, but I love to play. I just think it's really fun.
Right.
More of a perspiring drum.
I'm aspiring and perspiring. At any rate, a little bit about your drum kit.
Yeah,
you said we know it's a Gretsch for Dan.
It's a Gretsch, yeah. So my big thing was when I wanted to buy a drum set, I wanted that Bonham sound, that big kick, full kick. I didn't want to buy an actual Ludwig because I didn't, it's expensive. So what I got was a Gretsch Catalina Rock. It's a 24-inch kick, and it's open. And I leave it open. I have one little
relatively
amp in
speaking,
there.
that's a big kick drum.
Yeah, it's a 24-inch kick.
That's 2 feet.
And for the price that if there's any drummers out there who are looking for a new sound, get a Gretsch Catalina, man. It's so awesome. They are great, and it's loud.
You can take people's kneecaps.
It's an inch an hour for a day.
You mic them up; they're great, and they can take a beating.
You did have a hard time getting it through a doorway earlier.
Right. I didn't want to take anything off of it. Anyway, but the shells of them are great. It's a Catalina Rock. They make a jazz kit too as well.
And you've got that kick drum. You got a snare. How many toms you got? You got a floor tom?
I got a floor tom and a high tom, and that's it.
Just
trying to keep it simple.
One on the floor and one up on top there, and cymbals, crash and ride.
Yeah, crash ride. They're all Pisces. I've got a Swiss crash in there. Has a lot of sustain to it. I like to fill the room. I don't want to. I think drum solos are kind of boring. So I want these guys to play, and then the accents that I play.
The fills on the toms have been an integral part of our sound.
The new sound.
Yeah, the interplay between Aaron and John, the rhythm section of the band is
awesome.
I mean, they really are able to. I don't know. I could wax poetic, but
if anybody
just listen to the music.
I'm just saying, if you're out there and you're drumming and you want a good kit for $1,000, Catalina Jazz and Catalina Rock at a Gretsch, go for it.
We'll sell some helicopters.
All right, so contact information, and we're going to get out there and play another song here in a minute, but we're kind of getting close to the wrap up here. So so if people want to get a hold of you, they want you to play for them, or if they want to find you online, what's the best way?
Yeah, so we've got an Instagram and a Facebook. You can message us there. Bad Names Como, all one word. We also have a Gmail account, badnamescomo@gmail.com, if you feel like reaching out to us, if you'd like us to play a gig. We played mostly originals today. We played a couple of covers, I guess, but we've also played, several multi-hour gigs with a lot of covers, and we've got a lot of stuff in the bag. So, if you're looking for a band to hold it down for a night, give us a shout.
Birthday parties, weddings.
Bar mitzvahs.
We can do it all.
Actually, I couldn't agree more. I'd like to see you guys out playing more, doing some more live shows out there, because the music's great. You guys have a great chemistry together, and I really enjoy it. So okay.
All right.
Well, we know we've got the July show.
Mm-hmm.
July 16th.
Sorry.
Yeah.
July 16th, we're playing at Social Room with
Love
a
that.
band out of St. Louis called Ben Diesel.
It's a great name.
That is great. Funny, right?
It's a great name.
It is. That's the closest one that we have coming up, and then at the A-Frame in the future.
Yeah, that one's on August 22nd.
All right,
I should be your manager,
us,
all right?
Yeah.
So,
hey, man.
Anyway.
It's open. Anyone wants to be our manager.
You can tell that we're really organized.
That name's Como.
Anyway, I love it. And I appreciate it, you guys. So keep it up, keep making music, and record. We have quickly plans to record. We talked a little bit about it, but a record coming out at some point. When?
Yeah, so I mean, we're in the early stages of it right now, but we're looking to try and get it out in Q3. So I mean, we're approaching that quickly. It'll probably be late Q3.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got some singles coming down the pipe. It'll be good.
Yep.
All right, we're looking forward to it. Get on out there and let's get ready to play this last one for everyone, okay? All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We've got Bad Names with us in the studio this afternoon. Had a great time and a great show. These guys are really jamming, and we've done it with sort of a fly by the seat of our pants microphone setup this afternoon, too. It shows what you can do if you really put your head to it. So anyway, Chris, I appreciate you helping out, and Kurt always. So, stick around. We got Rauschumba and a reggae party coming at you in just a few minutes, and we will wrap things up here after one more from Bad Names. We'll give them a second to kind of get things going, and I will remind you that you are listening to KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We're streaming on the web at KOPN.org. My name is Mike Hagan. This is Open Mic Radio. You can find me on the web at MikeHagan.com. And yeah, if you're ready, Kurt, good? All right, here we go. It's Bad Names, Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Take a a good look, take a good look right now. Take a look, take a good look, take a good look right now, right now. Take a look, take a good look, take a good look right now. Take a look, take a good look, take a good look right now.
Yes, indeed.
There you go.
How about it, huh?
And you only swore on the air once.
Very, 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 very nice stuff there from Bad Names, very good music. All right, so Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. We're going to wrap it up here and hand things over to Ross Shumba and Reggae Party. Coming at you very soon here. You guys, that was awesome. Woo! All right. Yes, okay, so where are we? 550, good shape. Kurt, we got a bumper from them. That was cool. Oh, yeah. Nathan,
bumper of sorts.
My girl Debbie and her son are here. It's great to see them. Memphis Chris in the house. And Kurt's going to... Is your guitar in tune?
Probably not.
Probably not, yeah. Anyway, all right. Great times this afternoon. Bad Names, Sticky's Cabana, check them out. Who else was here this afternoon? We had Bud from Provoke the Colossus. They're playing on Thursday. Stickies, check them out. They're trying to do some good live music and kind of fighting against the tide, if you know what I mean. Anyway, next week, the Daves will be with us. They're playing tonight at Cooper's Landing. If you want to get down to the river, it's going to be nice down there, maybe a little warm, but hey, it's summertime in mid-Missouri, so...
and the living's easy.
Summertime and the living's easy. Anyway, the Daves down at Cooper's tonight.
Do you know the catfish are jumping, Mike?
They are, baby.
Yeah.
You know, what else was jumping? I'm trying to think of the
everything's always
the
jumping
fish that
here.
we caught down at Lake of the Ozarks. We didn't catch much. We got some bluegill.
We got some drum. I got
some
drum.
crappie.
I got a big drum.
Big drum.
Big bass drum.
All right,
Bass drum.
The
Bass
Daves
drum.
next week. We've got a couple. I got a couple open spots in July. Actually, if someone's out there and you want to sneak in, because normally we're booked for a couple months out, but I had a couple things sort of fall through the cracks in July. So if you want to do a radio show. My son's calling me on the phone right now. Sorry, I'll call you later. Hopefully it's something serious. He's like, Dad, I'm being kidnapped. What else? Yes. So anyway,
contact information.
Couple open spots. Yeah. So open Mic Radio on Instagram, or just email me at MikeHagan@MikeHagan.com. Clayton Hicklin Band coming up in August. I can't wait to have Clayton here. Ray and Chaz, of course, always coming. Second Circle Band, looking forward to them. Soft Crisis from St. Louis. Nick Parr and the Selfless Lovers. They're a fantastic band from Kansas City. Looking forward to them. Bannister Tarleton sometime later in the summer. Some of our regular guests, as you might imagine. All right, Bad Names out there at Instagram and on Facebook, and find them out and about. They're fantastic. Get them to play your place, okay? Okay, my email address, MikeHagan@MikeHagan.com. The podcast, get it, and then you won't miss any of these shows. And send me music if you want to appear on the show. Get a hold of us.
More like Bad Names.
That's how we do it.
Podcast version.
You can.
Do you just insert random?
Every once in a while, I'll just say something really bad. Anyway, stick around, Ross Shumba. We'll catch y'all next week. Be cool to yourself. Be cool to other people. And Kurt, get us on out of here, brother.
Thanks a lot.